across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Wilson. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big... Play that time by the Jets. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Carter will try the right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, Wilson. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On second down, a run with Carter. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? This is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
The agility so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Brady.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still range. But they're going to go for it. Big back Fournette. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw.
They're targeting Godwin once more, this time complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Sneak it, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. They held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
On 1st down, Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now Wilson on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski.
And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play. Brady to Gronkowski. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a give to Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and very short, Brady.
And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Silver. Hey, check mic 45.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check. 45's the mic.
They'll run with Carter.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what's that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Fournette, a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season, and obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs, so those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. After the sack on first down, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Brady. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady going to throw.
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
You better be afraid of me. Go! Be afraid of me.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Echo. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
45. Mike, 45.
So don't say nothing. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the Colt, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach. Thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On play action, it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans.
Complete to Michael Evans. A gain of 7. First down, Tampa Bay.
Hey, that's Alabama. 380. 57. Ivy. Check. Check 3.
Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Again, it's Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's Carter.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
You must be getting tired. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
45 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
On 1st down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch the slam. 45's the Mike. Tackles, tackles. Box shot. Check 45's the Mike. Check 45's the Mike.
Now it's Wilson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page. quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone.
And this one is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, 66. Check it, reload. Shadow. Check 52.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Ain't that wide, 80? Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Yeah, he did.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bucs are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike, 45. I got you.
Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run on first down. It's Jones down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They'll start on the ground. Carter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their word space out to the 16.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Let's go.
Carter will try the right side.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Going for it, it's Carter.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defensive...